Many Vermont farmers are embracing practices that help to achieve the goals of the Lake Champlain Phosphorus TMDL. Using precision agriculture technologies that increase the efficiency of their operations, from fertilization to planting to harvesting, they save money and help improve water quality.
The best case scenario would be not only are you collecting data, but you're actually using technology and satellite information and data you've collected before to actually perform field operations more precisely. Cover cropping and soil health testing and yields and crop removal and nutrient management. That paints a really important picture as we start to decide, like, where do we want to spend our money, where do we want to spend our time to really clean up the lake.
We can use these tools in any application in the field. Manure spreading, we would use a flow meter to track rate. I'd say planting is moving forward rather fast because the monitoring on there is so precise and so good. There's been a shift to no-till in the past decade or so. So we want to compensate for the variability in the soil with something on the planter to overcome that. In this case, we're using a hydraulic cylinder, which would apply more down pressure to the planter to keep that seed depth even and get back to that desired pressure of 100 pounds per se. And we can also use auto swath, which is row shutoff, to eliminate seed overlap. It always has that satellite reference or the geo reference in the field, so if it crosses over to where we plant it, it'll shut off those rows. We can do that with any product, fertilizer, pesticides, herbicides.
This real-time feedback is as important during harvesting as it is in the planting and maintenance of crops. A detailed, field-by-field understanding of crop yield informs planting and fertilizer application the following year.
All right, so this is a harvest lab that measures the feed as it's going through the spout. I'll open it up here and show you a little bit more about it. For corn, it'll do the protein, the starches. You need to know your yields on your particular fields. When you're doing your nutrient management program, you need to know that number because you have to feed that soil appropriately. You know, you don't want to feed it for 35 tons if it's only going to produce 25 tons, because now you're putting too much of a nutrient on, whether it's manure or fertilizer. Too much manure or too much fertilizer, you're throwing money away, and you could be causing harm to the environment.
As farmers look to technology to improve management and drive decision-making, accurate and reliable data is becoming an increasingly valuable farm management asset and is helping reduce the impacts of agriculture to surrounding waterways.
So we've tried to keep a good balance. We know, we need to take care of not only our crop but the environment around us. So it's good to practice good stewardship.